what he's talking about, what he's saying, what I understand actually, I don't know whether he understands this question himself, firstly, that when we meet the Lord, there is like something else which get created, no? The same as creation itself, So it's true. In a way, when we get to know, firstly, ourselves, there is a transformation what happened. You see, get to know oneself is not just a knowing, oh yes, I know myself like that, but it is a deeper knowledge. It is more than a knowledge itself. It is something which awakes inside of you. It is something that you don't know about. It is always there throughout your life. That's why you are alive, no? But yet, to get to know that you are that things which is ever existing, it brings a different awareness in itself. And it's a different transformation, firstly. In Bhagavad Gita, chapter 10, verse 3, there's a beautiful verse where Lord Krishna said, those who know me to be the beginning, those who know me to be the Lord of this world, those who know me that I'm unborn. These three things. They are undeluded and they are free from all the sins. So this part is very interesting because he starts by saying those who knows me. Again, here it's not about only him as Krishna, but to get to know also who you are. That revelation itself, but as he is unborn, in this world when we look at, we see that everything has a beginning and has an end. It is a finite world. Everything start and everything end. But there is something which is everlasting, and that is the Atma itself. And those who get to know that, they are free. Yeah, Bhagavan said, those mortal who knows me. Because he said nothing else can know him, but only the Jiva. Only when those which is alive can know him. But how would you know him? It's a different knowledge in itself. It's a different knowing in itself. To know that something is unborn, it doesn't have a beginning, and it doesn't have an end. It manifests in many aspects, many forms. It manifests itself in many names, but it is eternal. Then he said, those who get to know me, that I am the Lord of this world. But this is not only this world. So when you know that he is the Lord of this world, which means he's saying that by realizing that you are unborn, something which is inside of you is eternal. I am that Lord of that eternity. Which means I am also equally eternal as you are. That means that what is eternal inside of you can have a relationship to me as eternal. That thing which is eternal inside of you can't have any relationship into the finite world. This is the delusion of the mind. That's why he said afterwards, those who realize that truth, they are undeluded. Which means that everyone can read about it, but realizing that truth is a different matter. As long as you think that you are, you are still in delusion. So if you are in delusion, can you have a relationship with him? You can't have any relationship with him. But those devotees which is dedicated to him, they are not in delusion. Why they are not in delusion? Because he called them. He is dear to them. He is dear to your Atma. And he called your Atma from wherever you are because of that relationship. So which means that transformation must happen. You are born for that transformation to happen. You can't just be randomly, just like that, said, okay, today I want to be a devotee. No, it doesn't happen like that. You see, very often, I notice something, when the people have to take devotee initiation, the mind sometimes are not very calm. There's so many doubts inside the mind. The mind is continuously jumping. Am I right what I'm doing? Am I right on that path? Am I right to take initiation from him or not? That mind is completely deluded. Then how would you trust? How would you go into that relationship? In this world, it's all about a relationship. Also in the spiritual world, it is about a relationship with the divine. So only when that transformation happens, then you can have that relationship. What is the transformation? The transformation means you elevate yourself to have a relationship with somebody which is equal. How would you elevate yourself to have a relationship with somebody which is equal to you? You can't have a relationship with somebody which is not equal to you. This is the delusion of the mind. People think that yes, we can have a relationship, because I like that face of that person, or I like that body of that person, or I like the name of that person, I like the wealth of that person. No, this is a delusion of the world. If you think that having that delusion the same towards God, you're completely deluded. First, you must rise to that same level, then you can have a relationship. When the saints rise above the mind, the consciousness reveals itself. And when the consciousness reveals itself, that consciousness can have a relationship with him. And this is the transformation what happened. Because being just a normal human being, you can't have a relationship with him. That's why at the beginning of that verse he said, those who know me, they know that I'm unborn and so on. But to get to know him first, you have to get to know yourself. That first transformation must be there. From there, you have to elevate yourself. It's not that he will not help you, he will help you. The transformation happens in many levels. But if you think that you're just a bag of bones, a bag of emotions, which is just carrying all the worries, all the problems and all this, throughout your lives, this is also, you have this kind of people also. Then in that delusion, you will never be free. So the next verse he said, those with they are undeluded, they are liberated from sin. Okay, sin, let's observe sin in a Christian way, for example. It's not, when I'm talking about sin, I'm not talking about sin from what you understand from your point of view of sin. Because from your point of view, you sin, that's it. Sin in Hinduism have a different connotation in itself. It's not that you are punished through the sin. It's not that you are punished because of a sin that you have made. No. Actually, whatever sin you made, that sin itself punishes you. You are the cause of your own punishment. So that is the law of karma. Nobody else. And the ones that, those who realize that, they get free from that mind. Who created the sin? It is the mind, the deluded mind. So if you're not deluded, you're free. That's why in that verse is said, Sarva Lokam Maheshwara. This is one part of it, what is Sarva Lokam Maheshwara. Which is Loka. What is Loka? No. In Sanskrit, Loka have many. Realm. No. Loka doesn't mean world, has a realm or planet or anything here. It means experiencing. So everything that whatever you're doing, you're experiencing. You're in a state of experiencing each part of your life. And that experience that the life gives you must bring you closer to that realization that you belong to Him. Must bring you closer to yourself, not just bring you, divert you away. You see, you experience the world outside, your mind divert you. You experience the world in an intellect way, you are diverted. But when you experience life in itself, it will bring you only closer of realizing who you are. And from that, it will make you realize where you have to be. And this is a multitude of transformation which happen. And it is fusion of love. Because love doesn't awake just like that. You see, when I said you're a bag of emotion, you confuse love with emotion. And most of the time people confuse love with emotion. They have emotion and they call it love. And then they fantasize all this fantasy in their mind and they create all this drama. They become megalodrama and maxi-megalodrama, whatever else they become. But in reality, love should free you from delusion, not attach you into delusion. Love can only attach you to something which is supreme and eternal, nothing else. If love attaches you to something which is finite, limited, that's not love. That's just emotion. And then bring pain, unhappiness, worry, insecure, and so on. Whereas true love makes you free. You don't need any other things, just that freedom. Nothing else. And that freedom comes only when you associate yourself with his devotee, when you associate yourself with his name, when you associate yourself with him inside of you. And he's not far away. He's seated inside of you. And he's waiting patiently. Such fusion must be. And when you have such fusion, it never diminishes. Everything else diminish. Everything else have a beginning and everything else have an end. But that fusion with the divine, with his love, your love and his love, when they fuse, there's only an increase of love. And keep increasing without any satisfaction. Because once you get satisfied in something, you drop it, no? But there's no satisfaction there. You will want more and more. That does. And that is bliss. And become Satchidananda. You eternally get right. Okay, Jai Gurudeva.